Nice. Alright, that was sick. So our white's fine, but we don't have a lot of it. Our blue has some cool stuff. It's like they give us Portal of Sanctuary, but nothing to do with it ever. Like, I guess we have Alaros that we can make 3/2s. Like, they don't give us any cool stuff. We have this, we have nothing really with Flash. Age and a Treachery, that's pretty good to bounce. Talrand, our blue's decent. Yeah. Black. We don't have a ton of removal, which is how I look at black if it's good or not. But we do have Josu Vess and Belzenlock, which he's not great, but he's a 6/6 flyer. And Command the Dreadhorde can be good, but I don't expect to have a lot of life all the time. Blood for Bones can be excellent, with the Agent especially. And I really don't like Erebos in the cube at all. It just feels like, I don't know, I don't want to pay the life. I don't have creatures I want to sacrifice. So, Firebrand's fine. Banneret the Daredevil's really good. Oh yeah, Argyl's Bloodfast, that is really, yeah. That is really good. So we have some decent red removal. We have Phoenix and Skewer, Squee, Captivating Crew, Barracks Bladewing, Cavalier, and Drakuseth. The problem with red is all of the good cards are like double and triple red. So you can never splash it. You're like committed to playing red. And looking at green, we have Llanowar Elves, Pursuit, but there's not always a lot of escape, so it's not as good. Savage Stomp is decent because it puts a counter on the creature. Mantle's great. Tendershoot Dryad's insane. This can be ridiculous, but it could also be garbage because 7 mana is a lot. But it's pretty much always good. Okay, Depose and Deploy's fine. The Eagle's fine. The problem is our white's mediocre. Ashiok can mill at your opponents, so that's good. Expansion Explosion, usually don't get enough mana to make this work. But Lukernos he's fantastic. Gallia's okay. We have some red, white, green lands. Another mana dork. Risen Reef, I don't think I saw many elementals. Basically none that I want to play. Rolesk is great, and you can splash him if you're in green. Hydroid Crassus is fantastic. Niv-Mizzet's too hard to play. And we have the Sword, a Traveler's Amulet, Fabled Passage, Arch. Crucible and Passage is a combo, but that's not enough. Alright, so our red has some really strong cards. And our blue has some decent stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm looking at too, between Lukernos, Crassus, Rolesk. Alright, well, I love playing the sword. We're playing 3 colors, we want that. Probably gonna cut the Risen Reef first. Still don't think I want to play Relentless Pursuit. And I don't know if I want Llanowar Elves in a 3-color deck, but it's one of the cards we'll probably cut first if we're not heavy into green. I don't think we will be. I think we'll be really heavy red. I like the banneret. Where did my mouse go? There it is. I just want to look at our what. Because I mean, I guess if we don't play the blue here, the curve is at 3. We have a good creature count. Not really just the playable. Like, I was just looking at what red-green looks like first. Thinking about splashing for things. But I guess we don't have the mana to do the good splashing. Because we don't have any green actual mana fixing. I'm not sure I love Gutter Bones, but he is pretty good. And I doubt we'll have enough instants and sorceries for Talrand. So it doesn't look like we're playing a lot of green. It looks like we're splashing green in our blue-black deck, honestly. So if we cut the elves... play the trickster, the singer... maybe we play commence, I don't know. See if we can fit command in there. I like commence too. I just feel like you don't end up with a lot of cards, and so it's gonna make you like a 4/4, which is okay, but it's not what I want to be doing for 6 mana. And if it's just sitting in our hand, it's like really bad. One elemental. Words. Maybe we don't need to play Ashiok. I just like having it. Definitely cut Talrand. Josu, Mantle. What do we have? 14 creatures. We can cut one. Don't think we can afford to play Command the Dreadhorde. Yeah, that's the other thing I was looking at. So, like, we can bounce the Knight to draw a card. The Trickster can be decent to make us lose, his things lose abilities. And the Singer can also shrink a dude. So that, you know, we can constantly threaten to use this. Alaros can just make us 3/2s. Because his reflections aren't legendary. I don't really see a situation, but we could potentially have played Josu Vess, not have had the 10 mana, and then later bounce it so we can kick it. We can reset Pelucranos, put counters on dudes, Agent of Treachery. There's probably not enough cheap things for Portal. And yeah, and then every turn kick Joe. Exactly. Because, you know, 8/2/2 zombies with Menace isn't enough. We need more. Maybe we can cut Demon Lord. He is just a nice big creature. And even if he just draws a card, it's 6 mana for a 6/6 flying trample that draws a card and you lose a life. Like, it's pretty good. And it's a non-land card guaranteed. So, like, he's pretty solid. We can cut the plane wide. Because we don't care about the proliferate, but returning a whole bunch of permanents seems good. The only thing is, Pelucranos is going to be escaping, hopefully. So we probably don't want a 7-drop. And then there's one card to cut so we can keep 17 lands. And I think we're low on creatures. 13, we're not low, but we're not great on them either. I like the sword. It's the sword or the Ashiok, really. Those are the two things. And I really like the sword. Being able to just give your thing vigilance and just crash in there. Yeah, maybe it should be Gutterbones. He is a decent blocker, but I don't see us being able to get him a lot. I just didn't want to necessarily cut a creature, because now we're down to 12. And some of our creatures are 5 and 6, which means we're not going to be casting them reliably if they're in our opener. So 4 of our creatures cost 5. This seems decent. Yeah, we have Winged Words and the Cycle Knight and Medomai's Prophecy. And we could, in theory, cut a land, because Traveler's Amulet is a land. Like, we're gonna have one, and drawing a Traveler's Amulet means we can just play and crack it. But I do think we want an 18 land stuff in this deck. And probably not going to play the Thicket, because we're going to be light on green mana anyway. And I know playing the Arch is greedy, but like, that's me. We're full greedy. So we have 6 blue, 5 black, 5 green, then Fabled Passage makes it 6, 6, 7. And then the Traveler's Amulet makes it 7, 7, 8, which is fine. So I think we can afford to play the Arch. We do have a lot of double blue, but only one of it's early. Yeah, I agree. We have Bloodfast to draw the cards, and then we could flip it so we can gain the life back. Dreadhorde could, in theory, kill us, but it does combo really well with Commence the Endgame, where we could make a big enough zombie with lifelink to, like, save ourselves. I think we're pretty good here. We don't really have good early creatures to fight with, necessarily, but we do have a Death Toucher. And sometimes making like a 2/3, a 4/3 can fight the things you want to kill. So I think we're fine here. I'd really like a Paradise Druid in this deck if we were playing more green. I guess that's true. If we can flip Bloodfast, we can always just gain the life back. Like, chump block, sack it to gain a life. Alright, I think this deck is good. Let's see, make sure we're not missing anything. You could play tap draw a card, doesn't seem worth it. Lotlith Giant is a good finisher, but I think we're fine on those. And he's like underwhelming. Yeah. I knew what you were saying. I don't know what you said, but I knew what you meant. And we're never really turning on Erebos, so we're not missing out on much here. And I don't want to pay the life to draw the card. That feels bad. I don't particularly like Vantress Gargoyle. I never like counterspells unlimited. Unsummon could be good, but I don't think we need it with this deck. And I mean, Animating Fairy is just a 2/2 flyer for 3. And we have a sword and possibly an amulet we could turn into dudes. But I don't think we care enough to play a flyer. Unless we want to cut Ashiok for it, but I don't think we do. Tetsuko, we don't really have lots of things that have our X1s or 1Xs. Alright. Well, let's go. Yeah, Ashiok does just say, like, you just win some games, and I think there's enough escape and, like, graveyard synergy that exiling their graveyard can be really strong. And we do have the minor synergy of, if we have a Pelucranos in our graveyard, we could just mill ourselves the 4 extra cards if we need to recast him as a 12/12. I don't plan on ever milling ourselves, but we can do it. And against Roast 23. Yeah, we'll keep. We've got Night, Bloodfast, we can find extra cards if we don't draw a land. And if we draw a blue source, we have a 3-drop, or Ashiok and Winged Words. And as good as Night is, I will block the Banneret, because Banneret is terrifying. Baffling End, okay. Getting real aggressive. I was just going to say, we do have a tapped land in our deck, so I was going to Bloodfast on our turn in case we draw it. And I think we're still going to Bloodfast to draw an extra card. That Squee is a problem, but we have Ashiok to answer it, so that feels great. Jeez, alright, well. He can't come back from exile, you're right. I don't like to read cards fully, it's not how I work. We're gonna pump the Phoenix. Just a squee. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we'll block the Banneret. Yeah, we will be able to flip Bloodfast though. And if we draw our second blue source, we'll be able to Agent to take his Phoenix. Yep. Yep. So do we want to go to 3 and be in lightning strike range? Don't think it's worth the extra card because we can play the Singer and have an extra turn of blocking. Yes. Why isn't Josu a dinosaur? That'd be nice. But I guess we can play Josu, play the Singer to block. And then we can stomp the Phoenix and Ashiok the Phoenix. Originally I was thinking we could play the Singer and get a sword on it, but now that he put the counter on the Phoenix, it's not good enough. I like taking his Phoenix more than being able to just answer it, and it gives us more blockers. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You can sack it to gain some life. And this is where I like Limited, because it's so much more interesting. There's so many more things to play around. Even against, like, an aggro deck. I don't know what they're going to play next that's just going to kill me. He could have Embercleave, but great, you know? That'll be interesting. So he's down to 27, so if we get the full mill with Ashiok.
If you are going to fight fight, fight beside me.
Three, 6, 7, 8. So we can only do 2 of these things. And I think we just kill Elspeth and exile it. And then we probably just play the sword. Oh, a Shadow Spear and an Ugin? Excellent. Make sure we leave up the sack land so we can gain some life. Okay, I think we're pretty good spot. Yeah, that was some good milling. Shadow Spear, the Sentinel's Mark, and Ugin. And I think we put the sword on Josu, because he has to, it has a menace, so he has to block with a lot of things. Creatures dealt damage can't block. Okay.
Show me what you're made of. Oh, you'll regret that.
Witness my glory.
I mean,
Witness my fame.
I don't think it matters. And I think 2, 4, 5, 6. We can go to 8, then get back down to 2. I guess the agent's better to sacrifice. Why is it trying to tap my temple? I think I get to put the knight wherever I want. Nice. Sultai, and I think an Aurelia. So those are pretty good. Yep, Tajik, Aurelia, Legion's Landing. Okay, okay. I hate that there's not like, you know, this was like actually this is a good game. You know, hopefully he doesn't take that as like, I win, good game.
Won't lie, I'm a pretty great pyromancer. Don't worry, I brought company.
Only has 2 white open. I think I sack Pelucranos, because I can get it back. And you still have lethal if he doesn't have a blocker. Alright. So it was a good game. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Being able to play him back and then sack him, because we could have milled ourselves with Ashiok there if we needed to, so we could replay it out of our graveyard. See, look at that. Or waiting for the next round. Anybody who's watching, if you're not following me, you can go ahead and slam that follow button. And if you have Twitch Prime, you get 1 free subscription a month. And if you use that to support me, I would be eternally grateful. It's hard out here for a new streamer, you know what I'm saying? I think when the pre-release hits on Arena, I'll probably do something where, like, I'll just keep playing sealed events until I get below a certain gem threshold, or if people want to donate gems, we'll keep playing. So people could make me play for like 24 hours. I guess Dreadhorde Invasion is good enough. And we have our colors. And putting a sword on the token seems pretty decent. And then having a creature to stomp with. Two, three, four, five, six. So we can put Kiora down to 1. Six power, 2. Neat. So if the equipment pumps it up to 6, we'll gain lifelink. That's cool. I think the pre-release is this upcoming weekend, so like 6 days from now. Okay. Just went off Dreadhorde and that sword. To be fair, that sword is like crazy strong. It's so good. I've been playing Historic, and there's like Mardu Knights, and they're playing that sword because you can equip it to the 1-drop for free. The haste first strike, give another knight +1 when it attacks, because it reduces the equip cost by 3. So they play that sigiled sword and put it on there for free on turn 3, and like, you're just dead. There's like, it's so good. Now they don't always get that, but it's... Boom Shaka. I mean, this is fine. We have things to do. We have our colors. We have one of our bombs. And I will wait to cycle the night. We need our second blue source. We do not need more green. And then this lets us play our sandbar tapped, cycle the night, name it, and then play it the turn after to draw the 2 cards. And then we don't play Rolesk on turn 5. Karn, you say?
Our actions be well chosen. Good choice.
Karn's pretty good. Well, God Eternal Ketra is one of those cards that you just die to. We can possibly kill it and mill it with Ashiok. And I want to play the Tendershoot Dryad, but I think we're gonna have to play this. And if we find Ashiok, we can always just fight Oketra. He's just gonna make 4/4s, and this is gonna be a rough battle. And he can always get back bacon to a pie, so we can't just run out the Dryad.
I'll make use of that later.
But he is milling himself a lot. So if we get Ashiok, we could maybe win off of that. Eight and 9 if we crack the amulet. And we can Agent of Treachery to take the God Eternal. Frankly. Well. Okay. Well, I think we're just dead now to all those 4/4s. We will see. So he can just make us sack the knight. He sacks the pride mate. I think like gaining 6 by blocking is worth it, because the stomp costs too much. We don't have any wrath. Yeah, there's just a slow hand, and his bombs are better. Okay. Pelucranos, that is interesting. So we can play Pelucranos and fight Rankle, or we can play Adrian and take God Eternal. I think it's just too much damage, kind of no matter what we do. And if I was him, I would have been making Karnstrucks to continue to push the advantage that I had. That's our problem, is we don't have any great removal. Yeah, apparently he does like lands. Karn, Scion of Bobros. Just draws you lands. Four, 8, 10, 13. So this definitely goes here. You can hit me for 7 with the Weatherlight next turn. Four, 7. Guess. And then you get to make an extra zombie? I think we have to take the Weatherlight. It just makes me sack the Dryad anyway. I should have just blocked the Pride Mate. That was bad. I don't think we can win from here. I forgot about that. I was like, I needed the 2 extra tokens to block. Yeah, we just lose. Oh well. Because you can also Karn to get his removal spell. Is there anything we want to change? Yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. Hope you have a good morning, night, whatever. Hope your coughing fits aren't too bad for you. Have a good one. Mirror black isn't worth playing. We play Bant. I guess we have 4 targets for the Arcanus Owl to get to. So that's not bad. Okay. Five, 6, 6, 7, 7, 6, 8, 8, 7. We do need white. We definitely don't need that much green. Okay. Let's see where Bant goes. I just like having a Wrath to buy us time so we can stabilize. Stabilize a Dark Magician. We could just die, but we could also just draw an island. Like that. Thalia. Thalia makes Mendomi's Prophecy cost 1 more. Why would you do this? So I think we do just block the Thalia. We should have done it last turn. Then we have a 2/3 that can block better. Captivating Crew, huh? Well, let's see if this Tender Shoe Triad gets out of hand quickly enough. Yeah, I was kind of worried about the Embercleave. Let's see if he has another combat trick. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a Loxodon. Okay, come on, Shatter. Not a Shatter. So we have to leave 2 up to tap his thing. I think we're just kind of dead, but the Summary Judgment might save us. Because we have to save that to tap down whatever his Embercleave's on when he goes into combat. We take 2 of our things. Guess we cut Ashiok from this deck. Just want to get my gold back, really. I don't even care about the gems. Guess maybe we should just play Disenchant. Because if Thalia, or if Ashiok was a Disenchant, really not in a great position, but whatever. If we were on the play and we played our Modomai's Prophecy before he played his Thalia, that would have changed the game around a lot. And we should have blocked the Thalia with the 3-2 in the first place. That was a mistake we made. But the 2 extra probably would not have mattered. So I guess we go get a white source. And then on his turn we can Trickster, and then Summary Judgment the Murderous Rider. We get a green, we can stomp with a Trickster. I guess at this point we just have to block his Murderous Rider. Okay. So Eagle, Singer, Agent, and Dryad being on the bottom suck. Ugin, come on. Be reasonable.
Your past is unwritten.
Guess we can deploy. Or we could just go for a 4/4 Crassus. Seems good. And we just shuffled those things away. So now we have the Eagle and Deploy, which are pretty good together actually.
Ether itself serves me.
Yep. Okay, so we might Agent to take his Folio.
Dream big tonight. You're a swine. I leave you.
Okay.
I've lost my appetite.
Definitely could have used that sword. Eight, 9. So we have, let's see, 9 mana. So we have to attack Ashiok. Don't want to draw the card, but I have to tap that down. I'm gonna try to have the flyers.
You must be quelled.
What do we have left in our deck? Shatter, Mantle. Okay, now we just have a Mantle and a land. The Immortal Sun. Don't think we can mill him out enough. Could almost make him draw and then folio. Ooh. I think we can draw the game out.
how you work.
Nice. Alright, that was sick. Okay. So we play the Elder and Tendershoot Dryad. Okay. So we play this and then the Singer. So we can shrink his Exclusion Mage, block with our 3/3 Elder. Hopefully he's run out of stuff to bounce our creatures with. Okay, well, we'll have Giant Killer to keep it tapped. Yeah, I figured he might have settle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rolesk, okay, and Alaris, that's fine. Sure. Yeah. Dream Trawler. What's up? Fossa might be pretty good just because it can tap down their attackers. It's a lot of mana, but you have a lot of mana in Bant. Maybe that's a slightly better version. And then you have the option, we play in the sideboard, and if you're going to bring in the Agent of Treachery, you also bring in Thassa. So I think we go get a white source for Fey Burrow Elder. Well, that sucks. think we just play this. Maybe we just play the sword. We play the amulet and the sword. So maybe we'll take the mantle over the deploy. Even if he takes the deploy, that's fine. We'll get another blue source. Now we can play commence the end game.
I do not think some solutions must be built.
Make a 4/4. And you could have the instant speed removal. That's probably fine.
You are only hurting yourself. Oh, say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, okay.
Are you certain of your decision?
Maybe he attacks with Thalia and leaves the Karnstrucks back to block. And a Gideon, huh? Okay.
Gideon Jura, at your service. I believe in you.
You're just gonna block that with Thalia, so it doesn't matter, but... Yep. Yep. Yeah, man. I usually stream pretty late.
Choices we make reveal who we are.
Spawn and mayhem and murder. Well, I'll give you the spawn. I'm not giving you murder. But you will be able to kill my token. Thalia indestructible. And attack with her.
I will lend you my strength.
Yep. We didn't get all these good planeswalkers. Just keep drawing lands, I guess. Yeah, this is just pretty bad for us. He gets to get back a murder. He can X out with Gideon, but he doesn't have to. He can just wait and plus it. And we're just ripping lands. The Zorius Blink are having so much fun. Yeah.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
Lifelink, okay.
Please stop. The time has come.
Oh look, you got back Murder. Who would have thought? Splendid Angel. Man, this guy's deck, he just has all the goodies. He gained 1 and 4? Alright. Shatter. Nope. Yep. So he just gets to exile this with Gideon, but does fill our hand back up. Really looking for my Shatter.
How convenient. An excellent choice.
Well, he's down to 11 cards, and he's drawing 2 a turn. So if we do play to just not die, find our Shatter.
Do not frighten me.
7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, Zorius Blink is pretty cool. I just feel like it's too mid-rangey, and if they answer your Thassa, your deck doesn't do a whole lot. As fun as it is to play. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for me for the night. It's 5 a.m. So, I'll see everybody Monday. I don't think I'll be playing tomorrow, but I might be. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. We made Mythic. And we are currently at ranked 436. So that's exciting. And we'll see y'all later.